Kreators Klub. Welcome to the club. What's going on? Welcome to the club where we create all things podcasts, YouTube, courses, ebooks. That's right. That's right. You are now in the club. Welcome officially, guys. Today, I'm your host, Kimmi, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you need to start a podcast. Do you have a podcast? Are you thinking about starting a podcast? Let's talk about it. So I'm going to hop right into it. The 5 reasons today why you want to start a podcast is, the first one is to create and build your personal brand. That's right. If you are selling anything now, you need to have a brand. You need to have a brand. When you think of McDonald's, when you think of Chick-fil-A, that is the brand, okay? You are your brand. Is Kreators Klub with Kimmi. I do all things. I teach people how to have a digital presence, how to make money in this digital world using AI via a YouTube channel, a podcast. So you being the brand, you need to have a podcast. Believe it or not, people do listen to podcasts. They are not dead. The number 2 way people find me in my business is via podcast. I have one person that's part of my mentorship. I teach you how to start mentorships too. I have one person that's part of my mentorship program. He's listened to over 300 of my podcasts. And podcasts add up very quickly. If you put out 1 to 2 per week times 365 days or 52 weeks in a year, it adds up very quickly. And people will do a search for on Apple, iTunes, that's iTunes, yeah. On Spotify, people are actually still looking for podcasts. That's the number 2 way people find me. The first way is YouTube, whenever I'm teaching anything, okay? So you do need to have a podcast. And a podcast is usually easier for people to get started. Some of us do not like to show our face. Now, I'm going to talk about that in another video, but I'm really big on you are the brand. So sometimes trying to hide your face and, just be the voice is possible. There are some people that are known just by their voice. So you can, hey, welcome. You can start a podcast. We're talking about the reasons you should start a podcast today. So if you are shy about getting on the camera, this is an excellent way for you to get started in the e-space commerce area is a podcast. Because you don't have to show your face. You can do your recording and you can just upload it, okay? Now I'm going to show you in a few, in one of my other steps though, how you really want to use your podcast to have multiple streams, multiple things, okay? Hey everybody, welcome. Yeah, so you can have multiple streams repurposing your content, okay? So the first thing is, we're going to delete a few of our little spammers here. We always got to get rid of our spammers. But welcome everybody. So tonight we're talking about how and why you need to start a podcast. The first reason I gave is to build your personal brand. And I like to teach, and I know factually you are the brand. So some people, again, don't want to show their faces, and that's okay. You don't have to. That's the main reason people like a podcast, okay? The next thing is it creates multiple streams of income. So once you get your podcast started, you will be able to get sponsorships sometimes. Hey, Jessica, what's going on? You'll be able to get sponsors, and a sponsor is someone that will pay you to talk about their product, or they'll insert the product in your podcast. So that's an additional way to make money. Affiliate marketing works the same way. Someone will say, hey, during your podcast, can you talk about this product? And people will pay you, okay? The next thing is number 2, still under number 2, creating multiple streams, is promoting your own courses and your books and your services. When you have a podcast, whose product are you going to promote? Of course, your own. So if you're selling courses, you're selling ebooks, you're selling services, you have any type of product or service, you want to include it in your podcast. So for me, I'm often talking about one of my services within the podcast, how I get it completed. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. Do you already have a podcast? If you guys have one, let me know. How's that working for you? And we can talk more than podcasts, because tonight my first 5 tips are about podcasts, but I also do YouTube. I have ebooks, courses, all the things digital. So that's what I do in Kreators Klub, is teach people how to get some of this digital money. I always say, baby's making money on YouTube. Why aren't you? Okay. The next thing is, so we covered under number 2. Let me go back to number 1 really quick just to recap. Number 1 is to build your personal brand. Part of a complete digital presence is having a podcast also. You're going to have a YouTube channel. You're going to have a podcast. You're going to have all these different things, okay? And this is how your business is going to grow. Whatever it is you're selling, people are out there listening and looking, trying to find out how to grow their business, okay? And how to get your business. They're looking for it, okay? The next thing is, hold on one second. Okay, next thing is creating multiple streams. So you'll have sponsors, you'll have affiliate marketing, you'll be able to promote your own courses, books, and services. So when it comes to promoting my own products, what that looks like is, again, I may talk about it on the subject, or I may insert a little commercial within the podcast. So I'm already talking about whatever subject. It'll be a quick little pause, and I'll say something like, hey guys, just in case you didn't know, check out my ebooks or check out my courses. And then I know you want to get back to the program. You've seen people do that before. So I do that within my podcast. That way I'm able to promote my courses and my books, my services, okay? The next thing is, the reason I say I want you to get in the habit of showing your face, and I know that can be difficult because you got spammers out there, you got people going to talk about you got haters all day, and they're not doing nothing. They don't want you to do nothing either, right? So don't be discouraged by that. People spam me in my comments like today, and I'll just delete them and block them. We ain't having no conversation about it. You are gone. Okay, so the number 3 reason though you want to start a podcast is because it gives you multiple pieces of content. So for example, once I do this video here, I'm going to turn it into a podcast. Now you can do the reverse. You start your podcast channel and then you upload the podcast information here to YouTube. So that gives you multiple streams. As I'm filming this, not only is it going to be a podcast and a YouTube channel, but I'm going to take some of these clips and turn them into Instagram clips. I'm going to use it on Facebook posts. I may even take part of this, chop it up, and put it into an email. Okay, so you can do all of this via your podcast, and this is why you need a podcast. So some of you may already have a YouTube channel, right? And now you want to add a podcast, or you want to start podcasting, and then you take it and you can put it over here on YouTube. So there's multiple things you can do with it. It's all about content nowadays. If you're not creating content, you will be working for the rest of your life. And we all may be working for the rest of our lives, no doubt. But how do you want to work? You want to work harder or you want to work smarter? And again, like I said earlier, babies are making money on YouTube. There's a content creator that I watched one day. 2,000 people sat and watched her roll up coin at her kitchen table. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, okay? 2,000 people sat at the kitchen table and watched this woman roll up coin. So whatever it is that you want to talk about or start your podcast about, there is space for you, okay? Number 4 reason why I like you to have a podcast is because it builds real connections. With so much AI out there, when people can hear your voice, they get to know you, it creates loyal fans. When they're riding home in the car at night after work and they're listening to your program, okay? They're listening to your podcast. They're like, oh, I know Kimmi. Yeah, she's the girl that talks about how to build businesses online. She's the person that taught me how to start my YouTube channel. You know, they get to know you, and then eventually, because it's always like 8 points of contact if you've never heard that before. People have to watch your content maybe like 8 to 12 times before they want to do business with you. So what better way? They're riding home from work every day and you're sharing your gym with them. Every day, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. I have some of my podcasts an hour and a half long. Okay? Because depending on what you're talking about, you can just go for it. And that's something else. That's going to be a bonus tip for you. I'm going to throw in there right now. Choose a topic for your podcast when you're starting it. Something that you can just talk about forever. Something you can just talk about. What's the, like today I'm talking about the benefits of starting a podcast. I got all kind of reasons. I'm only going to give you 5 today. But starting a podcast is one of the best things I ever did. I never thought I would have like 30,000, 40,000 downloads on my podcast. I just started it because I knew I needed to have one to go with my YouTube channel. And I know that's part of a nice digital portfolio. So we talk about money portfolio, having stocks and CDs, a house and stuff like that, index funds and 500, S&P and all that. But part of your digital portfolio where you're going to be making money and making sure you have a full digital presence is having a podcast. So in addition to me having my YouTube channel, yes, I have a podcast. In addition to that, I send out emails. So it's all kind of different things. I have Facebook groups. I have Instagram, TikTok. So all that digital footprint is what's going to help me. And the main thing, again, we're talking about tonight is having that podcast, and it builds real connections is number 4. People will get to know you. And then, especially in the age of AI, everything being fake, people, they call it deep fake and all that kind of stuff. People don't know what's real and what's not. They're like, is she real? Is this real? They cannot tell, but they can tell by your voice. And I don't sound robotic. I'm here. I'm live. If you got any questions you want to ask about starting a YouTube channel, podcast, or anything, feel free to drop it in the comments, because I will hang out a little bit and take some of your questions, okay? Number 5 reason is it's never been easier to start. All you need is a telephone. All you need is a telephone or a microphone, recording device, something, so you can start recording and just hit the start button. I know we always say that as content creators, just hit the start button, but you have to start somewhere. If you keep waiting to have all the perfect equipment, if you keep waiting to make sure you sound perfect, if you keep waiting and waiting, are you that person? I'm gonna start when I get the right equipment. I'm gonna start when I lose some weight. I'm gonna start when my hair grows. No. Go ahead and start now. Keep it simple. There's plenty of free apps. You got Spotify for podcasters, super friendly. You don't have to pay any money to start a podcast. That's another reason why I like it. That's another reason. So I'm going to go over this one more time. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them here. Again, your first one is you want to build a personal brand. 5 reasons to start a podcast today, and it's not too late for you. Build your personal brand. Create multiple streams of income when you have a podcast by means of sponsorships, affiliate marketing, promoting your courses, books, etc. Number 3 is content becomes easy because you have multiple pieces of content from that one thing. You create one podcast, and out of it, as I mentioned earlier, you can get YouTube videos, Instagram clips, Facebook posts, emails. Okay, it's multiple things you can do when you have that one piece of content. So you're working smarter and not harder. Also building real connections. Again, in this world of AI, everything is fake. People don't know what's real. Is she real? Is that AI? Is that her AI twin? Is that her AI double? No. They can hear you. They can get to see how you talk. Listen to how you talk on the podcast. They can listen to you. And you guys become friends before you even know it. And again, most people are in their cars for hours, traveling this way, that way, back and forth home to work. And all that time they're listening to your content. And that every day, if they listen to you, for a month, and you're selling a product or service, and you're like, oh, you know what? I really like the way she teaches. I really understand her. You may say, well, I don't want to start because I got a southern accent, or I sound like I'm from the north, or I sound like I'm from, Harvard or whatever, and you just, don't feel comfortable in your own skin. You may not feel comfortable in your own skin. It's okay. It's okay. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop your questions, okay? Yeah, if you have any questions about how to start a podcast, or any questions about how to start a YouTube channel, okay? So you can feel free to, and the last tip, I got to go back to number 5, is now is the best time, because all you need is your telephone. You just need a recording device, something where you can record your voice and get started, okay? And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can always start with Spotify for podcasters, which is super beginner friendly. You don't have to pay any money, okay? So that's why I like that. So again, I have 3 podcasts. I have 3 YouTube channels, and my podcast, again, I would have never thought I'd get as much business. That's the second way that I get the most business in my business. People find me is via my podcast. So even when you're doing your podcast, you want to use a search engine optimized description. So that means if your podcast is about, let's just say, cutting grass with Lenny or something like that, you're teaching people how to do yards. Well, you're talking about that, they can hear you. And in your description box, you want to put in there, this is just a bonus tip for you. In the description box, you want to add keywords that people are searching. How to grow my lawn, how to grow my grass, how to trim my shrubbery, or whatever it is that you're teaching. If it's cooking, you're showing people how to make chocolate chip cookies. Again, that description box for your podcast also needs to include keywords that people are looking for, okay? So for all things creative wise, if you're learning how to do a podcast, YouTube channel, etc., you can find me at creatorsclubwithkimmi.com. I do have courses over there. Feel free to use the coupon code and pick whatever course you're interested in starting your business. Again, Creators Klub with Kimmi. Okay, I will hang out a couple more seconds if we have any questions. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. And I'll be trying to go live a little bit more here so we can make sure that you guys are getting some of this digital money out here. So do we have anybody that's starting a YouTube channel or a podcast or have any questions right now? Anything we working with, let me know. I see we got quite a few people that just joined, and I don't like to leave when I have people just join. Tonight I was giving tips on how to start a podcast and why it's the perfect time to start a podcast. So what questions can I answer for you all? Any questions? It can be about starting a YouTube channel or a podcast. I'll hang on a few more minutes. Do you all have a podcast? Are you thinking about it? Do you have YouTube? What are you doing to get some of this digital money out here? Do you have an ebook? What are you doing? That's what I do on this channel, is help people to learn how to do an ebook, learn how to start all of these different things so they can make money. So do you have a podcast? Any more questions? If not, I will see you guys when I go live again sometime this week. Are we good? All right. Well, all things creative wise, check out again creatorsclubwithkimmi.com.